just tongue in cheek these what do you call it, streams. You know what I mean? I try to have just a tad, little bit of fun, not get too angry, not get too mad. Just try to play with the narrative a little, and you know what I mean. And what does that get me? It gets me nothing. It gets me so I can sit here and I can and talk about shit that's never gonna happen, shit that's never gonna get fixed, shit that's never gonna happen because we live in a fucking world where I grew up getting swatted by my parents, where you grew up that are possibly listening, I don't fucking know, that grew up being patted on the head. Thanks for fucking everything up, guys. Now you got stupid ass teenagers running around with guns shooting people because they have a different fucking view. I didn't shoot Barack Obama when I disagreed with that piece of shit half-breed motherfucker. I didn't go after fucking YouTube CEO, the fucking jackass from another country. What was it? India, or YouTube, or Google. I didn't go after any of those motherfuckers when they started censoring the fuck out of everyone's speech. When they started saying, "Oh, well, it's our platform, so we tell you what you can say." Well, guess what, motherfuckers? You live in America. If you don't take the First Amendment seriously, then you should lose yours. Your whole platform should be shut the fuck down. This whole nonsense is bullshit. No matter what, why should I have to lose my fucking rights because you piece of shits want to fucking play these stupid little games? This ain't England, man. This ain't it. America is a bunch of pussies. America needs to start walking around with guns. The cops ain't gonna protect you because apparently it was a bunch of leftist motherfucking officers that allowed a piece of shit to walk into a fucking area to shoot Charlie Kirk in the fucking neck. The fuck is wrong with us, man? We're so scared of these fucking piece of shit leftists. We're so scared. And I'm in a fucking state called Utah that's supposed to be gun ready and gun free. But you don't carry a gun to a fucking Trump rally. You don't carry a gun to a fucking Democrat rally. You don't carry a gun to a Republican thing. And I know fucking damn straight you ain't carrying a gun on a college fucking campus. Because it's a gun free fucking zone. All right. I'm gonna take a breather. I'm gonna mute myself for a second, everybody. I'm gonna let me see. Let me move this over real quick. I need to be able to see everything on what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? There we go. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna mute myself. And I don't care. I don't give a fuck. This is my rant time. So if you're gonna kick in, kick out, kick in, kick out, kick in, kick out, kick in, kick out, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. This ain't about you. It's about me getting my fucking shit out. And if the fucking cops say that I'm a fucking bad person, and if YouTube and if fucking Kick and if fucking Rumble and all those motherfuckers want to say we're gonna ban you some more, well, fuck you too, bitches. Piece of shit ass motherfucking nigger ass motherfuckers. There's a nigger in every race, and I just found a new one that got arrested by police in Utah while the police allowed the motherfucker to go in there and do it. So they're just as niggerish as the fucking gunmen. Stay calm, my ass. Alright, I'm muting myself for a moment.
Viewer discretion is advised. Let's loop this footage a couple times.
Not counting gang violence. Great.
They don't want this scene when they kill people.
Not counting gang violence. Great. Not counting gang violence. Great.
That's lungs, heart. That's a.
Not just jugular.
Great.
It might have been the neck too. Yeah, I guess it could be the jugular, just like the stabbing we just saw. I thought because you see the jolt. You see the jolt in the it's the jugular. It would.
Look at all that fucking blood coming out, man. Look at all that fucking blood, dude. Seriously, look at it. This is what we get when we don't carry our own fucking weapons. This is what we get when we allow Democrats to sit there and say, we need gun free zones. They're not gun free zones. They're kill shots. They're kill barrels. They're areas where we can get murdered because the police aren't going to be there to help a nigga. That's what's going on here.
That jolt. Oh, it could have hit the body armor and bounced up. Ah. Yeah, body armor bounces up. You see the bullet bounce up. That might have been a pistol round. Jesus Christ. Man, Charlie, we love you, brother. What a warrior. What a Viking. Well, if he does die, he's going straight to Valhalla. That's a real warrior king's death right there.
I don't believe in any of that Valhalla bullshit. That's just stupid. Charlie Kirk was a Christian. He believed in Jesus. And if this is what it takes to get the American fucking people to get off their lazy fucking asses and actually start putting Democrats in their fucking place. I don't care if this starts a fucking civil war. They fired the first fucking shot twice. And what the fuck have we done about it? Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. We've done nothing whatsoever to prevent this kind of nonsense from happening. That is what we have done. We've allowed this to happen. We've allowed them to shoot us. We've allowed gang members to take over cities. We've allowed them. Why do gang members take over cities? And why do the Democrats not want Trump to fix the cities? Because the Democrats are taking pay cuts from the gang members. And I don't care. Gavin Newsom just bought a fucking $10 million house, but all the other motherfuckers can't rebuild theirs. And what do? We sit on our fucking hands and allow these people to do whatever they want. Here we go.
There was a whole lot of just fear and sadness, and
Sure.
mass
Sure.
destruction. I guess everybody just freaking out, trying to take care of their own, and we're all trying to help everyone else. Everybody hunkered together and we got out of there safe. So.
And I'm sorry, Taylor, was it an outdoor event?
Yes, it was.
It was an outdoor event. We're looking now at video posted on social media. You can feel the chaos that Taylor described. We're talking to Taylor Birmingham. He was one of those spectators in the audience with his wife when shots were fired and chaos ensued.
Taylor, tell us about how many people do you think were there for this speech, for this event outdoors?
Oh, there were hundreds. Like he even mentioned, it's one of his biggest crowds. I would say there was at least 2,000 to 3,000, maybe more.
But a couple of times you've referenced sort of a calm atmosphere. We know there was some controversy surrounding this particular event, this speaker specifically, but you described the crowd as pretty well-mannered up to this point?
Absolutely, yeah. Besides, there was a couple of groups that were not well-mannered at all, and any topic or anything that was brought up, they were shouting like F Charlie, and they were shouting, like anything against any religion or anything. They were screaming and yelling and booing.
Did you notice a significant police presence?
Police presence?
Yeah, during the speech, during the event?
Yeah. The police were absolutely amazing during this. They were absolutely incredible and jumped right into action. I say thanks to every one of them.
And Taylor, as this event was
He said, thanks to everyone, and the police were fucking amazing. No, the police were not fucking amazing. The police allowed a gunman to get on campus. Isn't that the fucking problem? They allowed a gunman to get on campus, to shoot Charlie Kirk, to get onto a school, a college, where people spend money to learn, to do things they're supposed to do so they could have a career in life. And they shot him. And this guy is saying that the police did they did an awesome job by getting the guy. They did not. They suck. They didn't. They're fucking stupid. Every American, I'm going to say this every day for the remainder of my life. I don't care. Every American needs to carry a fucking gun regardless. And when a cop goes to fucking check your papers, everybody needs to freaking roll up on that cop and say, "Move on, bitch. Move the fuck on." Why do we pay these people? Why the hell do we even pay taxes? Why the hell do we even vote? All we're voting for are these people to take our rights away, because when they fuck us over, they can take our shit and make us out to be the baddies.
Going on, or prior to him, to the speaker coming on and giving the talk, was there any mention about security or conduct, anything like that?
I don't. Not that we kind of came in like right as it was starting, so I guess we wouldn't have heard any of that. But.
And you said the two groups that got a little unruly. Do you know where they were located? It seems you were facing the stage.
Unruly. I promise you this, dude. If the cops saw people getting unruly, they should have taken them and moved them away from the organization. And that's what I mean when I say the cops themselves are jokes. All of these cops are jokes.
Crowd was facing the stage, and it was a large group. It was a large crowd. Could you tell where those protesters were stationed or set up?
Yeah, there was some that were. I actually have video of showing when they were screaming and yelling. And they were right above us up on the balcony. Okay. And I turned my camera and looked at them, and then looked over at the other crowd as well. One crowd was more closer to like directly in the line of where that could have came from by chance. The others were not. The others were behind him.
To the guy, Imprint 122. I got your sentiment. I get it, but you know, there's only so many times I can be angry and do angry streams. I don't like doing angry streams. Sometimes I just want to do fun little cool little streams, but it aggravates me. I'm done. I'm over it, dude. I'm probably gonna call the sheriff's department and say it's time. Fuck you. You people are worthless. It's time for every American to carry a gun. And fuck the Democrats, fuck the Republicans, fuck them. I will not be a fucking target, dude. I won't be the fucking target. I will not be their playthings. I will not be YouTube's or Rumbles or Kicks or whoever wants to censor my voice. I will fucking say whatever the fuck I want, just like I said in my bio on YouTube, where this is not a safe space for you. It's a safe space for me to say whatever the hell I want. And you know what YouTube did? I got no viewers on YouTube right now. Zero. And I've got one viewer, maybe two, on Kick. And it's in my eyes, it's whatever, man. It's whatever.
Yeah, hard to tell, obviously, in moments like that when the crowds are big
absolutely.
and the sounds are
You just
echoing and
never know,
bouncing off. Interesting to note that the levels that you described there with spectators watching from a heightened vantage point as well. Taylor Birmingham, thank you so much. We appreciate you jumping on the line with us and sharing your experience. Glad you're safe. Glad you're okay.
Guess what? The security that Charlie Kirk hired should be canceled completely, shut down. You failed. Everything you've done has been failure. If Charlie Kirk dies, your company should be banned and everything. The dad should sue the fuck out of all of you, because I'm sure they paid a lot of money to get you where you are, to get you to get paid a good amount of money to protect this sumbitch, and he's dead, and there ain't nothing anyone can do about it because you allowed a lunatic to come in and shoot him. And yeah.
And thank you for sharing your experience.
Thank you.
Senator Mike Lee posting a tweet in the last half hour saying, quote, "I am tracking the situation at Utah Valley University closely. Please join me in praying for Charlie Kirk and the students gathered there."
The only way that I'm even going to come close to voting for another freaking Democrat, I'm sorry, not Democrat. I want them all to burn in hell. They're slave traders and slave everything else. I want every Republican on notice. I want them on notice, dude. Dead center. Every American needs to start carrying a weapon. Every American needs to start carrying guns. I don't care. It is your fucking Second Amendment right that shall not be infringed. And you motherfucking Americans, my brethrens, my people, you sit here and you allow them to infringe on your God given constitutional right by the Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, and Lord in heaven. Because when people say, praise God, I don't know what God you're talking about. I only know of one God, Jesus Christ and his Father. That's it.
We're showing you kind of a repeat of a video posted on social media, and social media is lighting up right now, as you might imagine. Charlie Kirk was the scheduled speaker at UVU today. He's an American right-wing political activist, an author, a media personality. There was a lot of attention given toward this particular speech.
Yeah. It sounds like we are getting some witness accounts that we want to make sure that you're aware of. Are we going to...
We have Jason. He's a former officer. He's joining us on the phone. He was just 5 feet away from this event when it happened. Jason, thank you. Obviously, you have a professional eye on a situation like this as well. Were you working today or just there to observe?
No, I was just there to have fun and immerse myself in Mr. Kirk's dialogue. I had retired from the law enforcement back in June. I was just there having fun.
Yeah, describe to us what you saw.
Well, after the first speaker, there was somebody that came up. I forgot what she was asking about, and about halfway through her first question, I heard a shot come out, and I looked directly over at Charlie, and he kind of fell backwards into the chair, and just all of his Secret Service guy, I don't know if they're Secret Service or whatever, they all climbed on top of him and rushed him out, and then I started doing gang control. I was like, hey, get out of here, get out. You guys got to get out of here.
Your instincts kicked in, no doubt. So he wasn't speaking.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk wasn't speaking, but was seated on the stage.
He was seating on the stage at the time the shot rang out, yes.
So, Jason, with your background in law enforcement, tell us what you noticed as far as the law enforcement presence there. Did it seem like there was heightened security?
They had a lot of security people. They had undercovers in the audience that I saw after the fact. They had their weapons drawn, looking for a suspect and stuff like that. He obviously had his own security detail, but as far as uniform officers, yeah, I was talking to some of them underneath the bridge there where Charlie Kirk was coming out. I was talking to some of them, and yeah, it looked pretty safe to me.
Yeah. Well, we mentioned your instincts kind of jumping in, and your sharp eye took in a lot. We're seeing video now of a suspect who was arrested. It would appear that happened fairly quickly. Can you describe what happened after those shots rang out?
So there was only one shot that I heard, the one shot, and I did see that same guy in a blue shirt in handcuffs over by the was it the north side of the complex where it was. So I did see that same guy in custody. I don't know if that was the shooter or not, but it sounded like the shooter was pretty close to the front row.
Yeah. How would you describe the mood prior to that shot?
Oh, the mood prior, before everything happened? It was absolutely amazing. The crowd was very cheerful, very positive. It was doing just like a normal Charlie Kirk rally.
Yeah.
Have you attended one before?
It started off on a good foot. We had the first person come in and talk and did very well, and then they moved on, and then the second person came in, and that's when the shot rang out.
Jason, had you attended any one of his events before? Any of his speeches before?
No, I had tried to get in one time, but I had missed it. So, no, this was the first Charlie Kirk one that I've been to.
Well, Jason, we appreciate it. Thank you for jumping on the line with us. That's Jason, a retired law enforcement officer who was there as just a spectator taking in this Charlie Kirk speech, this event at Utah Valley University. And you can see through these social media videos just how quickly it became a chaotic scene.
Vice President J.D. Vance reacted to the shooting by posting on X, quote, "Say a prayer for Charlie Kirk, a genuinely good guy and a young father."
Charlie Kirk is a 31-year-old American right-wing political activist. He's an author, he's a media personality, and there was a lot of attention around this speech and this event. This video is the newest that we've seen. Of course, social media being flooded right now with different accounts and videos, but this shows the man in the blue shirt that you heard Jason describe that was taken into custody, it would appear fairly quickly, and escorted off by a group of officers.
And Jason had mentioned that he heard at least one shot, but prior to that shot, he says it was, not a lot of really going on, nothing that would lead him to believe something of this magnitude would happen. This was his first time attending this type of event. In speaking to our prior caller, someone who was there, Taylor, he said about 2,000 to 3,000 people were there, and then as we saw from video there, things got very chaotic.
We're now receiving confirmation that Charlie Kirk was the individual shot at this event at Utah Valley University today. Turning Point USA confirming that is a company owned by Charlie Kirk, so we can take that as reputable information. It's what everyone assumed. Now we can confirm. We don't have an exact timeline. Obviously, this is just unfolding in the moment. However, we're told that the shot rang out during the first speech. Charlie Kirk himself had not even taken the podium. He was seated on the stage, and someone was introducing him when that shot went out.
As you can imagine, we are getting several reaction on social media. FBI Director Kash Patel had this to say about the situation, posting on X, quote, "We are closely monitoring reports of the tragic shooting involving Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Our thoughts are with Charlie, his loved ones, and everyone affected. Agents will be on the scene quickly, and the FBI stands in full support of the ongoing response and investigation." And again, if you are just joining us, Turning Point Academy, Charlie Kirk's company, has confirmed that he was, in fact, the person shot at Utah Valley University today.
The video you're seeing, of course, is very chaotic, but prior to this, spectators describe it as a fairly calm event. There were a couple of pockets of people that were shouting out at various points during the event, but other than that, it was a fairly calm scene. Police presence was heavy. It was expected to have kind of a high scrutiny, a high visibility, this type of event, and then certainly this speaker. So there was police presence, and also Charlie Kirk. We've been told it was assumed he brought his own security detail as well. But prior to this moment, things were going quite smoothly.
And it looks like we have another witness on the phone with us who was there. Jeff Johnson, I understand you are a faculty member there at Utah Valley University. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Jeff, thanks for joining us. Give us a perspective. What exactly happened? What can you tell us? Describe those moments.
Yeah, so we were kind of up above them in a similar location to where some of the videos that are circling around are from. And there was just a really loud boom, loud enough that, I still got ringing in my ear and feel a little bit deaf in that ear. But I thought it might have been a firework. It was that loud. So people started scrambling, running around. I was kind of looking around for smoke. And it wasn't until I looked down and I saw them on top of Charlie Kirk that I kind of realized what was happening, and was able to see them pick him up and carry him out by his limbs. So at that point, kind of realized what was going on, and we got out of there. It seemed like undercover officers started kind of revealing themselves and telling us to get out of the area. But that was kind of it. It took about, unfortunately, like 30 minutes.
Yeah, even if what you're saying is true, y'all didn't do your work, you didn't do your jobs the right way, and Charlie Kirk might be dead, and yeah, y'all suck.
It's to get any notification from the school to get out of there, and about 45 minutes before they told us to get off of campus. But that's kind of what's happened from my perspective.
Yeah, the area had already cleared, I imagine, long before that. As a faculty member there, can you tell us about the temperament toward this event? It received a lot of attention. What was the vibe going into this particular speech?
It seemed overly supportive. Most of the people around him, it's kind of a closed-off area, little amphitheater, and everybody kind of in the amphitheater seemed really supportive. There was a group of protesters up above him and to his right, not in the area that the shot came from, and they would say things and boo here and there, but overall it seemed very supportive of what was going on.
And with the tiers, the levels, when events are held out here, obviously this was a big crowd, but are they typically occupying those balconies and those enclaves?
I've not personally seen anything to this scale before, so I wouldn't be able to relate it to anything.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we appreciate your insight, Jeff. Thank you so much for joining us and jumping on with us for our call. We are getting some more witness accounts of folks who were there on scene. Can you tell me the name of the caller, please?
We don't have a caller at the moment, Tamara.
I do want to mention, though, Brooke, I'm just reading this now. President Trump has just addressed the shooting on his social media site, Truth Social, saying, quote, "We must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who has been shot. A great guy from top to bottom. God bless him."
We're hearing a number of reactions like that on social media. The latest from President Trump, as Tamara said. J.D. Vance also responded. Some of our local leaders responding as well. It was a very chaotic scene, as you're seeing, and social media reacting real time. There were upwards of 2,000 to 3,000 people there, is the best estimate we can get from those on the ground. And all of those people flooding social media with their experiences, their pictures, and their videos.
Yeah, and based on one witness account, we understand there was a speaker that had just gone out. Charlie Kirk hadn't even spoken yet. And so we're taking a look right now on your screen here. We're getting more video of Utah Valley University at this speaking event right before the shooting. One witness had just told us on the phone here that he heard one shot rang out, almost as if it was a loud boom, a firework, a firecracker.
Response was immediate. Charlie Kirk did hit the ground, we're told, and security detail appeared to immediately protect him, climb on top of him, and you imagine how quickly people then scattered just as a result of that single shot, that single sound. But we're told the police presence was quite significant, both uniformed police officers, but also those who jumped into action after this particular event, helping to clear the area, helping to get people to safety. So the response itself seems to be pretty quick.
Yeah, an earlier video showed too that there was a person that has been arrested that was being escorted. We haven't gotten confirmation rather that a suspect is in custody, but that's the part of the video that we have been seeing, that someone in fact has been arrested.
Yeah, we have told a suspect was in custody, and we're seeing now the video there of the man in the blue shirt. And spectators say that attention immediately went to this individual. Obviously, it's hard in a situation like that with a crowd of that size to determine where certain sounds come from or how those sounds reverberate or bounce around the area. But one individual we talked to, Jason, he was a retired law enforcement officer, so he had a sensibility that was quite heightened in unusual ways because of his law enforcement training. He noticed police officers immediately, he said, going toward this individual in the blue shirt, and he was shortly thereafter led off the campus.
Well, this is a breaking news situation, so we are getting information pouring in as well as video of what you're seeing here. We do want to talk to another witness that was there at Utah Valley University to get her account. Can you tell us your name, please?
Hi, my name's Haley Westmoreland. I'm here with Mia Callister. We were both at the school at the shooting.
Okay, Haley and Mia?
Taylor, yes.
Haley, can you tell us what did you see and what did you hear? What happened?
So we ended up getting there late, and we were coming in behind where he was speaking. And so in some of the videos, you can see that building, and that's where we were. And we just had walked in and heard the shot, and everyone turned, and they just started running and screaming. They were just screaming, "Shooter, shooter, run." People were crying, and...
Can you kind of describe what the mood was like there before you heard those shots, before things broke out?
It was so mellow, and then as we were walking out the door so mellow, you could just hear the gunshot, and automatically hundreds of kids were running, screaming, "Shooter, shooter, run, run, run." And as you ran through the halls, every single person just started running. You could feel it. They were crying.
We are here live.
So people scattered both inside buildings and outside, just trying to clear the area as quickly as possible.
Yeah. There were just crowds of people trying to get out as fast as they could.
Well, Taylor and Mia, thank you so much for sharing your account. We're glad you're safe, and we appreciate you sharing your experience with us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We can now confirm Charlie Kirk was the individual shot on UVU campus. It was a highly promoted speech that was scheduled for this morning. Charlie Kirk, of course, an American right-wing political activist. He's an author. He's a media.
I'm not gonna play their little game that they got going on with trying to hide shit. So I'm gonna play the actual shooting again and go back to theirs.
Viewer discretion is advised. Let's loop this footage a couple times.
Not counting gang violence. Great.
They don't want this.
This is what happens right here. This is what happens if we keep allowing the left to do whatever they want. The leftists, they will take this and it's not our fault. It's not our fault. It's because we want to take the guns away from everybody. That way it protects you. That way we won't have to worry about babies being shot in their house in Chicago or New York in the head like they were 7 years ago while they were sitting on their daddy's lap. The bullet just showed up and pew 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 pew, and then but you know, we the police, we're not here to protect you. We're only here to take your money away. We're here as revenue store collectors. We're here to take everything that you love and take your home because we say you're a drug dealer. Or we come in and say, oh, well, you have some beautiful white and black children and Mexican children and Chinese children and whatever other race there is out there in the world. Oh, we've found some people that would love to have them, and we'll send them to a foster home where the foster home will rape the children. Yes, they will. They'll butt fuck them, and you'll never know. You'll never know because you will not be able to see the children because they're too busy being butt fucked. And while we destroy the American children, we will bring in children from around the world. And we'll bring in the Mexicans and the blacks and the Chinese. And we'll just have them flood the borders like the Jamaicans and the other, what was that, that one that the race of blacks that are eating the dogs and the cats and the birds. And we'll bring in the Muslims. The Muslims, yes, oh Lord. We will bring in the 9/11 plane crashers to protect the United States while they bring in their Sharia law as we take your guns away and we allow the police to say, we do not want to offend the left, so this shit happened.
Not counting gang violence. Great.
Look at the
Not counting gang
blood.
violence. Great.
That's lungs, heart.
That's a fucking artery, people. A fucking artery. This ain't time to sit and chat and, oh, well, the left doesn't know what they're doing. It was only one person. We can't blame them all. What the fuck have you been listening to over the years, people? All we've heard for years before the orange man bad, my boy Trump got in office, is how the white man is bad, is how the white women are bad, is how the black woman is good and beautiful. As the black man is beautiful, he's a king. Worship the ground these motherfuckers walk on. The white man is horrible. Kill him. And this is what we get. This is what we get. This is how we're treated as American citizens. We take our constitutional right and we throw it to the wayside thinking the police are going to protect us. The police have come out literally and said they're not here to protect us. They're only here to take people to jail. They're only here to fill the prisons. They're only here to do what they want to do. If they feel you violate the law, then we're going to take you to jail because there's no other reason not to. We're going to fuck you over. So what are we supposed to do? We bow our fucking heads to the Democrat Party and the Republican Party and the fucking state senates of whatever fucking state you live in, and then we sit here and we play games with these motherfuckers, and then this is what we get.
That's a...
Not just jugular.
It might have been the neck, too. Yeah, I guess it could.
Fucking blood. Gushing the fuck out, dude. And my family's like, dude, brother, you gotta stop smoking, man. You gotta stop smoking. It's gonna kill you. It's gonna kill you. You know, because I smoke, and I'm sitting here going, well, what am I supposed to do? If I try to stop smoking, a new problem appears. You start an issue, family member, or this other family member starts an issue, or motherfuckers, my car breaks down, or my battery dies because some jackass decides to leave my lights on. And then you know what happens? And then people getting shot, or people getting stabbed, or people getting fucked up, and people just like, what are we supposed to do? Have you not seen what's going on in England? Have you not seen what's going on around the world? I've been told this is the fourth turning. We're getting ready for either a civil war, a world war, or just a straight up race war. Why? Because the Democrat Party, the ones that the leftists listen to, and the socialists and everyone else, keep telling everybody that the white man is bad and the white woman is bad and everybody's evil except the black people. Oh no, you Asians are just as bad as we white folk. You Mexicans are just as bad as we white folk. The only problem is you token ass niggas now, you Mexicos. You the Democrat token nigger. Get it right. You ain't American. You're their fucking slaves. The white man or the American people don't want to do the job, so we have to keep the Mexicans in line to do the jobs that the American people don't want to do. Oh, really? That's how this works, huh? That's how it does it. We don't want to do the jobs. Is that what you said? Well, guess what? Now that we're getting rid of all the fucking illegals, there's so many jobs opening up.
Could be the juggler, just like the stabbing we just saw. I thought, because see the jolt. You see the jolt in the it's the juggler. It would do that jolt. It could have hit the body armor and bounced up. Ah, yeah, body armor bounces up. You see the bullet bounce up. That might have been a pistol round. Jesus Christ.
And to give everybody a clarification, I don't care. I'll say nigger, 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 nigger. Every race has a nigger, 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 nigger in it. I don't give a fuck. I'm picking one race. I'm picking all fucking races. Because we're all fucking bitches if we don't start carrying guns around. Because the leftists is just going to start shooting everybody. Because the cops are just going to allow them to do it. And then what do we do? Then what do we do, huh? What do we do then? We just let them do whatever the cops or the leftists want to do.
A personality. You can see now from this UDOT camera the congestion of traffic as people obviously try to leave the area. It cleared pretty quickly, obviously, after that happened, but now cars and vehicles backed up a little bit on University Parkway as people try to leave that scene.
Yeah, this was a highly publicized event. A lot of people aware that this was going to be going on. A lot of fans of Charlie Kirk who were using this as an opportunity to see him for the first time. From witnesses, they told us about 2,000 to 3,000 people were in attendance there. We know Utah Valley University.
And another thing, to the guys that are hitting me up with, hey, I saw you new to Kick streaming, but not affiliated yet. I can help you get 1,000 followers. Why do you only do this when I'm doing this stream?
Home to about 46,000 students there at the time as well. And so we're getting information streaming in. Again, we can tell you that a suspect is in custody. As far as Charlie Kirk's condition, we have not been given any details or confirmation on the status of his health.
A really unique venue and potentially a tricky one for law enforcement or security where you're in an outdoor setting.
Oh, that looks like an old man. That looks like an old leftist. A Hillary supporter, a Kamala Harris, a sleepy Joe Biden, a border opener. Someone that says that we don't need borders. What the fuck?
and it was set up in sort of, it appeared to be a semicircular shape pointed toward a tent where Charlie Kirk was seated. He hadn't yet taken the podium. He was being introduced. The first speaker of the morning had stepped up, was introducing, I think someone said even asking an opening question, and Charlie Kirk at the time was seated underneath a canopy shaded just to the left of that podium when that shot was fired. KSL reporter Alex Cabrero is en route to Utah Valley University. He also is tracking the updated information and also the feedback as it rolls out. Alex, what can you tell us?
Just about to UVU campus right now, but I got to tell you, it is, as expected, it is absolute chaos here. There are cars coming out. It is almost a parking lot on the roads. They're trying to orderly get people to leave, at least where we can see. But there are also a lot of people who are trying to make their way onto campus as well, just to be a part of this, to see this or witness this or be there, because Charlie Kirk is such a large presence, has a lot of fans. And so we're just in the middle of that right now, trying to make our way into the area where we can at least start reporting on television.
It's interesting, Alex, because social media obviously reporting real time and seeing the videos that are being posted, you can feel the chaos. You're now experiencing the aftermath of that chaos with the traffic congestion as people try to leave campus, and political leaders responding really quickly in support of Charlie Kirk, sending prayers, President Trump, J.D. Vance, local leaders as well. But we don't have a current update on the condition of Charlie Kirk.
That's right, yeah, and I haven't heard anything myself either, and I haven't seen any of those videos yet myself. We were down at another event in the Pacey Santaquin area when we got the word, from our news desk about what happened, and to try to get there as quickly as we could. So I'm still catching up on the information that has been released at this point, but it's a sad day. No matter which side you're on, no matter which side you believe,
Yeah.
We're working on that right now. We're getting close, and somebody's trying to talk to me.
You're okay, Alex.
Yep, we should be able to get on television here pretty quickly.
Thank you, Alex. We'll look forward to your on-the-ground report here momentarily. That's Alex Cabrero on his way to the campus of Utah Valley University, where Utah now becomes a central focus as the world, the nation watches the situation unfold. We've talked about the attention this particular event had received, although those on the ground tell us and have been telling us all afternoon that the mood was very calm and peaceful prior to what you're seeing now through these social media events. There were a few pockets of protesters. One bystander identified the location of those bystanders as being elevated as in up a level, looking down on this crowd. It's an outdoor venue kind of centralized to the campus, and estimations put the crowd at 2,000 to 3,000 people. So it was packed. It was a really full area, full venue, and relatively calm until this very moment.
Charlie Kirk, a popular political activist, just to give you some background on him, 31-year-old conservative activist, father of two. He helped found Turning Point USA. That's a nonprofit that deals with conservative youth on school campuses. He is well known among at least traveling to college campuses across the country. A well-known supporter of President Donald Trump, a close ally of many in his circle. In fact, he spoke at the 2024 presidential convention just days after an attempted assassination attempt on Trump. And as we just heard from President Trump, who's also offering his condolences as well.
Yes, political leaders taking to social media, Governor Spencer Cox among them. He's saying on X that he is tracking the situation. This is the comment that Tamara most recently mentioned coming in from President Trump. We must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who has been shot, a great guy from top to bottom. God bless him.
Governor Spencer Cox also weighing in on X.
Yeah, sorry about that, man. I had to change my YouTube picture because it was still Trump and Hulk Hogan for the YouTube stream. So, yeah, let's get back to this, shall we?
That he is being briefed on the situation, posting in part, quote, "Those responsible will be held fully accountable. Violence has no place in our public life." He goes on to say Americans of every political
All right. So, those responsible. Okay, this was from the Governor Cox. This is my governor where I live right now. He's a jackass on his own right. Those responsible will be held fully accountable. Violence has no place in our public life. And that is why I say Everybody needs to carry a gun. Everyone needs to carry a gun. No matter what they say, just carry it. And when the cops come at you and start saying, "Oh, well, you can't be doing that. You can't be doing that." Nah, man. Nah. Carry that gun. Carry it. Everybody, carry it.
Persuasion must unite in condemning the
What good is a Second Amendment? What good is it if none of us are going to enforce it? That's the thing about our government and our state government. Their laws mean shit if we don't allow their laws to proceed. And at this point, if Democrats and leftists and bastards like them are going to do whatever they want and cause drama and kill our fucking leaders and kill the people that we cherish and hold dear, then it's about time that we start showing them we're no longer fucking around. When the world says America, they got all the guns and no one's ever gonna invade them, just wait. Just wait. We don't start punching back on bullshit laws, then we're fucked. And there ain't a damn thing anyone can do about it. Just how they used a clause where they can force every American to buy car insurance. And they used that to force everybody to get the jab, to get the COVID vaccine. See me, I'm what you would call, I guess, a purist, because I refused every single one of their vaccines that they wanted to dish out.
this act. Our prayers are with Charlie, his family, and all those affected.
Details are limited, although we can tell you one person has been taken into custody. There's a very visible social media video of that individual being led off campus by a swarm of police officers and security individuals. That individual is wearing a blue shirt, and one bystander told us that right after the shot rang out, immediately attention went to that individual in the blue shirt. So it didn't take long, one would assume, for police to have him in custody.
And we know that KSL news specialist Alex Cabrero is on his way to the Utah Valley University campus, hopefully to get us another perspective a little bit closer to campus. But as we just saw from video,
I'm over this for the moment. I am going to be I'm going to be listening and reacting to Tim Pool. I love Tim. I think he's great. I love Alex Jones. But I want to hear what this dude's got to say, because he knows Charlie Kirk. I do not. I've never met Charlie Kirk. I have not had the time or the finances to go to any of Charlie Kirk's things. And like I said earlier, I had no idea he was even in Utah. And I'm too irritated to listen to what you call it, stupid ass news reporters that keep trying to hide the identity of these motherfuckers.
Charlie Kirk has been assassinated. For those that are just hearing this right now, Charlie Kirk was shot and killed at his event in Utah.
There you have it, everybody. There you fucking have it. Charlie Kirk is no longer with us.
And it's absolutely one of the most horrific things. We have this report from CNN. I was awaiting official confirmation. The first thing I want to say is Charlie is an absolute legend, and he was a good friend. I'm not going to pretend like we hung out this guy. I hung out this guy, knew him better than, my homies or whatever, but I just want to say, man, I've done a lot in business and in media. Charlie is a king. He was always super good to us. I don't even know if I should be doing a live stream on this, but Charlie was a very important, one of the most important people in this country. One of the hardest workers, one of the smartest guys. I can't believe that I'm looking at this article right now. I shouldn't be.
Shouldn't.
But I figured it'd be important to make sure that you all knew that I did what I could. This is what I do, and I was torn a little bit. you know, I'm a news and opinion guy, and when the story breaks, I have the video, I have the tweet. This is what I do. This is my job. And to have to do a job that affects me so personally like this, I thought maybe I should just not do anything. But Charlie was the best.
He was.
And he was a good man. And he will always be remembered for that. And I just still can't believe it. Let me give you guys the news. Let me read for you what the reports are saying. Donald Trump has issued a statement on Charlie Kirk. And I'll tell you what I know. What I can tell you about on our end, I just want to say to his family, anything, anyone, any of you guys, whatever you need. CNN has reporting on this. Trump says conservative activist Charlie Kirk is dead. Rapid Response 47. A statement from Donald Trump. The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you. At Charlie's event in Utah, it's a very large crowd, and he was speaking under a tent, as he normally does, as was so famously depicted in one of the most recent South Park episodes. That was the legend. That is the legend. That is Charlie Kirk. Shots rang out. It appeared in the initial videos. He was shot in the neck. That appears to be the case. Subsequently, more videos were published on X showing the severity. Reporting had circulated for the past hour or so that he was in critical but stable condition, with the AP making that statement. It is now being reported across the board that Charlie has not made it. And I can't believe it.
Now, are they just telling the news that so no one else tries to take him out? No, probably won't know until after the fact. But I could see Tim. You know, he's going with this. You know, he's getting ready to cry. This guy.
Charlie was the best.
He was.
TPUSA is the I don't know, the most prominent and important political organization that we have in this country, with many people saying that it rivals or even surpassed that of the RNC and what the GOP could even muster up. So I don't know if there's any official updates. The suspect in the shooting is not yet in custody, according to a spokesperson from Utah Valley University, despite the school saying earlier police did have...
Son of a bitch! You don't even got him in custody! The fuck, bro? The fucking Utah government, man! No, you motherfuckers were part of it, dude! You motherfuckers allowed this shooter in! You allowed this to happen, and then you told everybody that you had someone. And no, you don't. You ain't got shit. That's why you fucking niggers.
Someone in custody. Photos and video did emerge of a man being detained and held, but these are initial reports, and it's hard to know what exactly is true. I got a lot to say on this personally, of course, but I want to try and hold back on that because, you know, with all due respect, I don't know. I want to make sure you guys just get as much of the big picture as you can. And then, obviously, you know, we here are, we do the news. We're constantly making phone calls. We have sources in the administration. And I had put out a few tweets. But let me give you a little bit more of these details. Trump previously praised Kirk as critical to his gains among young voters. The latest update being that Charlie Kirk has died. This appears to be the event he was speaking at. Broadcastify audio details Charlie Kirk shooting. They have, it appears to be, this is Utah County Public Safety broadcast. Statements. UVU by the sound reported one individual was shot, unknown where the shooter went. Let's be advised, UVU in Orem has an active shooter at the Charlie Kirk event. We're getting several calls. We're trying to get more information. The official continued. Are they requesting help? Another official asked. We're not sure yet. We're just trying to get units that way, the first official responded. Charlie was just doing what he did. I can't. There's videos, there's photos. This is the latest that we have on the matter. If you guys are hearing anything, please chat or super chat, and I'll try and read what you guys have to say. Just give you guys a glimpse of what the reporting looks like on our end, and I'll explain to you what was happening to me. I shouldn't say it like that. I'm not trying to in any way imply anything. I'm saying, like, we were doing the work, and there are questions around the information we get, when we can reveal it, and what we know. And I want to explain for you.
To Tim, I just want to say, bro, never apologize when you're trying to go through your emotions, brother. Me personally, I'm going through my angry emotions right now because I grew up with 9/11. And the people that are growing up now don't have a point of reference, I want to say. And I do have a point of reference because I grew up during 9/11, during the 80s, the LA riots, all of that. And if the cops haven't caught this dude yet, I'm citing that maybe the cops are the ones that did it.
I hope this helps.
Because I don't trust. I will not trust revenue collectors.
Helps clear up the state of events and the timeline for those that are curious. On my X, of course. Let me just pull this up for you guys. Some people had stated. I had put out a tweet that they're reporting that he had died. I had previously, only minutes before, reported that he was stable. So I want to explain to you what's going on, and just here's my tweet from 27 minutes ago. Reports are that Charlie has died. There is no suspect in custody. TPUK had tweeted, Charlie is alive and fighting in the hospital. Please join us in praying for him. And I'll avoid the hyper-partisan stuff. AP reported that he was alive and in critical condition. And I have this tweet. Source tells me that Charlie is stable. So here's a timeline of events. We were having a business meeting. I think this was about 2 hours ago. In the vehicle, I received a phone call informing me of what had just immediately happened. And this was within probably a minute or so of the shooting. I began to take a look at what was going on and immediately started getting phone calls from people that we work with, our sources, our friends who work with TPUSA. And initially, you know, I don't want to tweet out too much. And I was informed by a high-level source that Charlie had been stabilized. And that is my tweet. Source tells me Charlie is stable. Please, God. I received a call from a trustworthy source who told me this. I want to believe, and I'm hoping. An individual who, I will just stress, wanted to remain off the record, or not off the record, but anonymous. And this is an individual, very top level, who informed me that Charlie was stable. And I asked them, can I post this? And they said yes. And so this seemed to be it was correct. Charlie was stable. I had gotten a phone call probably around the same time that Just the News had reported this, confirming to me that Charlie had died. And I just wanted to wait a little bit to make sure because I don't want to believe it. I can't believe it. I'm extremely angry. And I don't even have the right to be the angriest, of course. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe the phone calls. I couldn't believe what anybody was telling me. And the only thing I could believe was when they said that he was stable. That's the only thing I could believe because I had to. And I received a phone call a little while ago informing me that Charlie didn't make it. There are some evil people, especially online right now. These videos, these outlets, and I feel like it's not real. Charlie was my friend. He was a good guy. He stuck his neck out for me and my team more than I can say anybody else. And it's not like we don't do a lot with TPUSA. And that's what meant so much to me. That for the past several years, I was just texting with the guy, man. They had me on stage. I have done a lot of business in this industry. I have met.
And before you got sick and took like a month off damn near, you were on stage with him.
Some of the sleaziest people you can imagine. And Charlie was the best. And I'm not just saying that. He brought us out to his event.
He did. Sometimes, man, I felt like, Charlie Kirk was a snob, dude. Like a dead snob, but, as character-wise, dude, he was great. And all I can say is, if God wanted him off this planet, maybe that's what the rapture is. Getting martyred for your faith. Getting martyred. I don't believe that, where Tim said that he doesn't have the right. No, you have the right. You knew the man. I heard the man speak. What happened when Malcolm X got shot? Riots.
Event. He takes care of my crew. He gets us the production that we need, and we don't even ask. He invites me, a guy who I have publicly stated my political disagreements with Charlie Kirk, but the respect I have for his willingness to sit with me, to have conversations with me, to have debates. And I do think we agree on a lot of things, which is why it makes sense. And it's just amazing how accommodating, how easy, how generous. We got to be at his event, something he built. He started as a young man, working harder than anybody I can imagine to build up Turning Point and Turning Point Action and send a message and inspire young people and promote good and peace and morals. And I'm just some guy who complains on the internet. I've traveled around, I've done reporting, but he does the real hard work. He built a real machine that was fixing this country, and it still is. It still is. And I was lucky enough to be able to be a part of his event that he took care of us and my crew. There's a lot that I want to say that I'm not going to say, but I will say that I'll just paraphrase some of these posts. This is not just the assassination of a political leader. They killed our friend. Charlie would come down to your event, and he would sit there at that table, and you, literally anybody, could come up, and he would talk to you. Left, right, up, down, top, down, whatever. I'm still sitting here thinking in the back of my mind, this is not correct. CNN's wrong. They're fake news. And I'm going to get a text in a moment saying, Tim, stop. Charlie's okay. Yeah. I'll take some of your guys' super chats if you guys want to add anything. Charlie, you're a legend. When Donald Trump got shot, I was at a poker room. I was at Potawatomi in Wisconsin. We were gearing up for the RNC. There was a local state rep. We're both sitting there. TVs are playing sporting events or something. I don't know, sports betting. And my phone blows up. This was just, I think, what was it, Sunday? I can't remember what day of the week it was, but we had just traveled into town. Our crew drove the equipment. We were doing a week at a hotel during the RNC because they were all spread out. And when Trump got shot, it was a shock and it was terrifying. And he was okay and he made it through. What happened to Charlie hit like a sack of bricks in my face. I guess it's just different, man.
No, it's not different, Tim. It's simple. It's simple, Tim. The left has now put every single one of us on notice where they can kill and shoot us and we can't do anything to them.
Everybody's saying war. Here's what I hope. No war. I don't want war. I don't want to learn more about my friends getting hurt. I don't want.
And I agree, but at the same time, there's not much you can do about it, dude. You don't control human nature, dude. You don't control human nature. If this is the shot around the world that started the Civil War. This is the shot around the world that started the War of Independence. That's where this sits. And the only thing I personally could say would even come close to holding it together is every single American get right with God, with Jesus Christ, and hold those accountable. And yes, I'm talking about the people in power. I want every single person to be held accountable. Anyone that has told us that we're bad, that we're white, so we're evil, or we're racist, or we're everything under the sun, those that take our flags, those that take our promises from God himself and turn them into products of gay, those that take over our churches and hold them hostage by putting gay pastors in there and saying the Bible's wrong. Everybody that has done bad should be held accountable with no apologies. And one way to put every single politician and government in their place is for every single American for at least a week is to walk around with loaded guns. Everyone. Put the Second Amendment down their throat.
Want to see more videos of people I know, good people, getting hurt. We spend so much time talking about the rest of the world, Nepal, Ukraine. It doesn't hit close to home the way this does. So no, I don't want war. I don't want it. No, I want to order Buffalo Wild Wings and put on the game. I want to watch a baseball game with my friends and play some poker.
I get what you're saying. Everybody does things differently. I'm doing mine out of anger right now. But you can't hide in a freaking bed, dude. You cannot hide in a bed, under a pillow, under your blankets. This is where you need to step up and actually get more aggressive on what you're doing like Charlie did. Boy's a martyr. And I know what I'm saying is violent and mean. But they took one of ours. And the police don't even got him yet. In my eyes, that means the police allowed it.
$20, just you and the boys, you know what I mean? Having a good time, hanging out, play some cards, skateboard, maybe throw some disc golf with the boys. I don't want to have to worry about looking over my shoulder. What I will say is we're canceling our events for obvious reasons. I got to confer with the crew on exactly how this plays out and what this means. But my phone is on fire right now with security as at the highest level it could possibly be. And we had an upcoming event. I was going to be on the ground at a university doing much the same. I just want to stress, this is about Charlie. This is about the evil people in this world that he led the charge against. And they couldn't stand for it. The calling out of demons. MSNBC had a commentator who said, I should pull it up. I want to stress this as I pull up this clip. Temperatures need to remain leveled, calm, because this one is lighting people up. And I saw this clip, and I was told that Charlie, you can see right before I posted, he was alive and in critical condition, and stable, alive, in critical condition, still could be brain dead. And then I see this. But I want to say this before I play the clip for you guys. I am trying to be as strong as I can and committed to reason so that we do not react.
React? I guess I could see your point, but at the same time, dude, this isn't like stabbing a white person on a train. This is blatant saying the left is saying we have you on notice and now we know that all we have to do is end you. That is where we're at right now. That is where everybody is.
In the worst imaginable ways. No one should, and I hope they don't. This is a time to think of Charlie and his family, to send our thoughts and prayers and anything we can do to help him, his family, his friends, the people he works with. This is not a time for blind rage. But I do think it's appropriate to show this clip from MSNBC.
Then lead to hateful actions. And I think that's the environment we're in, that people just, you can't stop with these sort of awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and not expect awful actions to take place.
Matt.
And that's the...
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. They can't even let it go for a minute, dude. A fucking hour, a couple days. It's you spout hate and you thought no one would try to take you out or take you out. Now, fuck you, bruh. Oh, my God, dude. I wonder I wonder if fucking Charlie Kirk's family can do exactly what the Sandy Hook piece of shit family members did to Alex Jones, to Infowars.com. I wonder if Charlie's wife can fucking go after you. You should look at that TPS USA or Charlie Kirk's business. Look at that. Go after him.
Fortunate environment we're in.
Turning Point USA has confirmed that he was shot. And there are a number of...
Remarkable.
Snakes.
Remarkably inappropriate, but that's
Fucking
what they think.
Punk.
That Charlie Kirk is hateful, so he should expect this to happen to him.
Well, I hope you walk in a very straight and narrow, bud.
I think it's in poor taste, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Charlie did. He had the best security. That's why we couldn't believe it.
It wasn't that good if they allowed someone with a gun to walk in. The only other thing I could think of, it was a dude with a sniper rifle.
How is it possible? So, MSNBC, far from the worst. I would just call this statement inappropriate at the time to disparage the work of Charlie Kirk at a moment so serious. And I will give a shout out, what deserving of a shout out they get to these liberals. I'm not going to just start naming everybody, but there's a handful of liberals, excuse me for wiping snot off my nose, a handful of liberals who have denounced this, who have called for justice, and I can respect that, and that's what we need, because we do not want this escalation, but I warn you, to steam and burst from your ears. Man. Man, I don't even know. Part of me didn't want to do anything. Do a stream, talk about it, tweet, make a video. I had tried making a video when it happened because I'm torn between making sure everybody knows. That's what I do. But also not wanting to be in the middle of whatever, is happening. Man. I saw a handful of video from prominent conservatives, everybody who knew Charlie, and everybody's crying.
No. I know, man.
Men,
it's painful.
You are allowed to cry when they kill Charlie Kirk.
It's fucking right, dude.
I don't know what to say or do. We'll grab. I'll try and grab some of your super chats and try and talk about it, I guess. I'm torn because this is I stress it greatly personally affects so many more people than me. I mean, we're in the DC area. I don't live in Arizona. I don't regularly work at Turning Point or anything like that. But this is personal. That makes it difficult because I feel like I shouldn't be talking about it at all. This is for reporters and news anchors.
This woman isn't dancing.
Discuss. Not for me. Maybe we'll hear from the people who worked closely with him. We'll get more information on this. So I'll pull up X right now and see if I can find any new updates of what we have. And just, people are calling out Gavin Newsom. Yeah, wow. We have a statement from Scott Jennings on CNN. Let me pull this in for you guys. Scott's always been great.
Now, Charlie and I work together. He's on the Salem radio network. He has the radio show that's on from noon to 2 each day. I'm on from 2 to 3, so I had just come on to do my show, and about halfway through it, we got the news that Charlie had been shot. And so I had to talk through it this afternoon. And I'll be honest with you, I am
fucking
in utter
idiot.
Disbelief at this. I sat in this room last summer, the night they shot the president, and now they shot Charlie. And I'm not sure it's safe to be an outspoken conservative walking around in America right now.
It is if you start carrying your guns.
There's a lot of people out there who are in absolute shock and are horrified by this. And I don't know what's going to happen other than to tell you that this nation is in desperate need of prayer
and a revival
and some kind of an intervention. Because when you can't, I mean, what was Charlie doing? Making a speech, engaging in rhetoric, having a debate. That's the bedrock of our nation. And now you can't go out in public and engage in speech. It's the opposite of violence. Speech is the opposite. And so, I don't know what's going to happen to Charlie. All I can really think about.
Yeah, but you know what the left says. Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequences.
About his poor wife and those 2 babies. And so, I think the best thing any of us can do right now is just pray for his recovery and pray for their comfort, because God help us, we're in a bad place.
Ben Shapiro has issued a statement. Ben says, like all of you, I am utterly stunned and heartbroken and sick to my soul today. It is unimaginable to write these words. I met Charlie when he was 18 years old. A young man, eager and determined, so eager and determined that I immediately turned to a friend and said, that kid is going to be the head of the RNC one day. Charlie became even bigger and more important than that. It was a privilege to watch this principled man stand up for his beliefs and create the single most important conservative political organization in America. But more importantly, Charlie was a good man, a man who believed in right and wrong, who stood by his biblical values. All of us will miss him, and I can't imagine the pain of his beautiful young family. And we must all pray for them. And we must pick up the baton where Charlie left it, fighting for things he believed in so passionately. And we must fight for a better America, an America where good people can speak truth and debate passionately without fear of a bullet. I weep for Charlie's family, and I weep for my country today. Most of all, I weep for Charlie.
It's not fucking
I should have
right.
brought tissues or something in here. I'm losing it. I do have it.
This isn't right, dude. This has got to be like stuck on another planet, dude. Another timeline.
I'm just checking out. I'm going through the news. We have just more news. Carl Benjamin says, remember that Charlie Kirk's entire career was focused around winning the debate in proper democratic fashion, and they still shot him.
Yeah.
Will Kane, brother, shout out. You have a great show. I love watching your show, 4 p.m.s. And he had a moment of silence, and I could see it. I could see it in your eyes, brother, the same as I felt it in mine. This is a day of tremendous evil. Dave Portnoy, rip Charlie Kirk. It doesn't matter what your opinion is of Charlie or his politics. If you don't view this as one of the darkest days in American history, then you are part of the problem. Yep, Dave, shout out, man. Shout out.
I agree.
To Barstool, I'm a big fan.
Once he's done with this one, I'm gonna be jumping over to something else. I ain't trying to, jack his entire stream. I just, earlier I got everything. My irritation. I'm still irritated, but hearing Tim, there's a lot that I disagree with, but a good amount of it is it makes a lot of sense, but it's just gonna happen again.
Man, don't always agree with Dave. He's kind of a wild guy, but I appreciate it.
That was that. Gonna kick over here.
All right. I've got some really bad news for people. I just got a call 5 minutes ago from a very trusted source who's never been wrong, connected to 3-letter agencies, who's very close to people that were on the ground there when Charlie Kirk was shot in Utah today. And he died a long time ago. So he's dead.
He died before he got to the hospital.
And
gathering. That was a
I got
lot
a call
of
saying,
blood
where are you
that
getting your
shot
info? He might
out.
be alive. And I said, I'm getting off the news. They said, no, he's dead.
Blood pressure from that gush when, that was a lot.
That's directly from people on the ground. I'll leave it at that. Very close to Charlie. So they killed him. The left killed him. And I get the family and others are probably thinking about what they're going to say or what they're going to do, but you see that footage. They say clearly from the report, the rifle and all the rest of it. High-powered rifle. They said because the reason his chest lifts up is just the effect
It was
the bullet
it was
high
a
speed
sniper.
creates, but hit him in the
Someone
neck.
sniped Charlie.
And Charlie's dead. But
Someone
the left thinks this is
sniped
going
him.
to intimidate us to shut up. They got nothing coming.
Oh, fuck no.
Charlie was out there at the campus and
I'm
getting
done.
millions of young people to vote for Trump. And the left cannot allow this. And John Podesta's plan was if Trump got reelected to launch a civil war. So it's live now. Everybody should really be watching now. They're going to try to kill Trump again. Just God bless you all and God bless Charlie Kirk. He died like a Viking king, sword in his hand, the info war. Now, I pray my source is wrong, but this source has been the source of so much that's always been accurate. He said 100%, talk to people directly there, directly involved. I'm going to try to get him to come on the air. I'm here getting my dad out of the hospital after he had his heart surgery stuff. That went well, so I'm dealing with that right now. I'm going to go back at the office here in about an hour. But I'm going to see if I can get this source on air. He's been in, let's just say, a lot of three-letter agencies. And it's confirmed. Charlie Kirk's dead, folks. Sorry to report that to you. God bless you. Pray for him. Pray for his family. Pray for America, because more's coming.
It's coming. It's coming, everybody. There's nothing anyone can do about it. It's
all right.
The shot has been heard around the world, is what has happened. The shot has been heard around the world.
My sympathy to Charlie Kirk's family and to Charlie Kirk, who obviously has, become a target for somebody. I don't know whether it's political violence because
This is that piece of shit governor dude that blames Republicans for everything that ever happens on the planet Earth.
I don't know who did it. I know they seem to have somebody in custody. But I will say that political violence, unfortunately, has been ratcheting up in this country.
No, motherfucker. The political violence has only been ratcheting it up on your fucking side. Yours. Not ours. You are the one that had a transgender motherfucker that went and shot up a school of praying. Or no, that wasn't you. That was that other piece of shit. But you're just as bad as him.
We saw the shootings, the killings in Minnesota. We've seen other political violence occur in other states. And I would just say it's got to stop. And I think there are people who are fomenting it in this country. I think the president's rhetoric often foments it.
Fuck off, bitch.
We've seen the January 6th rioters who clearly...
This is why I said everyone needs to carry guns, man. It's people like this motherfucker. He's going to blame you for being shot by his side.
Have tripped a new era of political violence. My sympathy to...
are infinitely more outraged at the alleged racially charged language of conservative pundits than they are at the actual butchery of an innocent woman by a 14-time career felon on public transportation.
Yeah, this 14 hours ago. That's Elon Musk. I'm actually surprised he hasn't said anything yet. James Woods says, which is the actor James, he says, this is what they destroyed today. I am so heartbroken I can't speak. Destroyed that family. Destroyed it. Tim Pool says, disgusting. If you speak out against evil, expect to get shot. These people are telling you to stop resisting or they'll kill you. They are. They are. And it's seriously, man, it's infuriating. I don't know. I don't know what else to do other than, stand up and say, screw you. I'm not going to play these games anymore. Benny Johnson says Charlie Kirk was answering a question about rampant left wing violence in America when he was shot today. You can hear the crackling of the rifle in this video from approximately 100 yards. I am burning with righteous anger. Pray for Charlie Kirk and his family. This was 2 hours ago.
This is it. Yeah, is that fair to say? All right, great. So, do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years?
Too many.
It's 5. Okay, now 5 is a lot, right? I'm going to give you some credit. Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America?
Someone needs to go find that dude that says mass shooters, because I have a feeling that dude right there set Charlie Kirk up for this question. I have a feeling that dude that asked that question right there, I know they got a good footage of his face. You need to ask him who the shooter was, because what's the reason to ask that question of how many mass shooters? Because at this point, Charlie Kirk was just assassinated and he's asking that question. I want to know what he knows.
Over the last 10 years.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
Get down. What the fuck? No!
That's what we get, everybody. That's what we get.
This is it. Yeah, is that fair to say? All right, great.
Of Charlie Kirk. I'm not a crying man. But I just can't believe this. Yeah, I can't believe it, man. We fight so much on this app. We fight so much on this internet over just frivolous things that's so unimportant, and there are people out here trying to kill us, and we still try to kill each other. They just shot this man in front of the whole world. I can't even look at the camera, bro, because I'm gonna get too emotional about this, bro, but we just gotta stick together, man. That man is an American hero. If they can do that to him, they can do that to anyone, and they will. This is one of the most significant assassination attempts since MLK. This man changed America in ways that he never gets the credit for. I mean, we can credit us even having Gen Z, millennials, and any generation after completely to Charlie Kirk. Thanks to him. This man is an American hero and a God-fearing man. And we all might have some distant differences, but it's time to let them go. It's time to let our differences go.
He wants us to let our differences go. I agree, but I think it's a little too late for that. There's no letting differences go. We're not even going to be protesting. We're not going to be doing anything. We're just going to they killed him for no reason whatsoever. Because the Republican crowd's a bunch of bitches. Is what we are.
because I regret for the last things that we say about each other, not be a positivity, love, and motivating each other to be good, motivating each other to stay safe. But to play into drama, to play into beef, just for clicks, it ain't worth it, man.
Bruh, this ain't beef. Huh. This ain't even fucking drama. They shot Charlie Kirk cold blood in front of a fucking however many people he was fucking streaming to. They executed him live. My dude, live. This ain't fucking what did your black race do, my guy? What did your black race do with George Floyd? Huh? What'd you do? You guys burned down the city. Yes, what you did. That's what you did. What'd you do with the LA riots? You burned down the city. It took Koreans up top to tell you motherfuckers that we ain't doing this. You know, you had me in the beginning, bro, but when you sit there and say, we all got to get together, we got to squash all this bullshit. You guys just took it to another fucking level. What's there to squash? You got governors blaming him for his rhetoric. That's why he got shot. And then you over here saying we need to bury the fucking hatchet. That's not even a weekend, bruh. It's not even a weekend. It's a fucking couple hours, and you're like, oh, please don't do nothing.
Man, this is real life. This internet stuff, it ain't worth it. I'm praying for this man. I don't even know why I'm making this video.
You're making it no different than I'm making it. The only difference is I'm getting all my anger and rage out, my rage base. And I'm coming up with solutions. Every American needs to start carrying a gun. And when the police department come and tell you that you can't be carrying guns and you got to put those guns away, and you know it's against the law to walk around with the firearm. You're violating the law. You're doing this. You're doing that. Nah, motherfucker. It's my Second Amendment right, my constitutional right. We put you cops in charge for one reason and one reason alone, to keep us safe. And you motherfuckers are only here as revenue collectors. That's all you're here for. I ain't here for this fucking let cooler heads prevail. There's no cooler heads anymore, dude. You guys took the shot. And now the cops don't know where the guy is that took the shot. So what's the problem here, man? And you're making the clips because you know you have a lot of viewers that are going to look. You got, let's see, 7.2K comments, 22K retweets, 196K likes. You know why you made this clip, because you wanted to be relevant.
I feel so defeated.
You're only defeated because you're over here bowing down to the fucking left, and that's the problem. You need to not bow down to the left. You need to show the left that you ain't gonna stop. You need to be the next Charlie Kirk. Get your ass out there and be the next Charlie Kirk.
I'm just praying. I mean, I love all of y'all. We just got to stick together. We have to stick together, pray for that man family. We got to be there for him. We got to let our differences aside. We got to. God bless everyone.
Well, there's that dude. That dude just sounds defeated in my eyes. Rakeda, Charlie dying would be a shame. Praying for him and his people. This is horrific. We got pray for Charlie Kirk. I've played this shooting multiple times. I'm not going to keep doing it. This is Louder with Crowder.
Hey, we don't know any more than you do right now. We're watching CNN. Everyone here I know has been praying for Charlie Kirk, the Kirk family, the state of our country, obviously. And right away, they're already spinning stuff on CNN. Like I said, we don't have all the information yet, but I do know what they're saying is wrong. They're saying this is something now that Just heard them say this plagues both sides. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't plague both sides. One side has to risk their life and limb to express opinions, and the other acts with complete impunity.
Yep.
I can't tell you how many times I've been in that situation and been called a Nazi, and Charlie Kirk. All of us have. We've all been called Nazis, fascists, and
he was doing the college Change My Minds before Charlie Kirk even started.
just like President Trump being shot, my God, some people out there believe it. And why is Charlie Kirk a Nazi? Why is he a Nazi? He's one of those Israel supporting Nazis, apparently. Why is he any more of a Nazi than you or the next guy? Because he supports lower taxes? Because he thinks we should have borders? And he gets shot? This changes everything. You can say both sides if you're talking about presidents. Yeah. You can't say both sides, that both sides go out into public with the same level of fear as non-office holding citizens expressing an opinion. And now they're saying this is really just shows we need to bring down the temperature. Oh, really?
Now you want to do it?
Fly?
Yeah. Now you want to bring it down.
After the bullets fly? I tell you, the temperature can be brought down when you uncall us Nazis.
Yeah.
When you uncall us, make sure that everyone out there who believes your bullshit.
Yeah.
Genocidal maniacs trying to erase trans people. When you unring that bell, then we can talk about bringing down the temperature. But right now, someone with opinions that up until 4 years ago, give or take, would be offensive to nobody, is shot.
That's right.
And because economic policy, his kids don't deserve to have a dad.
Yeah. You left people, just stole the dad from those children.
What, because he doesn't think that kids should be given puberty blockers?
Yeah.
And because he has the balls to go.
And because he doesn't believe that fucking parents should be cutting their kids' balls off when they're fucking 2 or 3 years old, and dressing little boys up in little dresses.
Go out and say it in public, as opposed to from behind a news desk. Now this is a changing moment, because that could be. I mean, it could be any of us on a laundry list of people.
Like I said earlier, man, it's just a shot heard around the world.
And so the culture now, and this is what really sucks, it's terrorism.
Yep. It's we'll shut them up if we just do this. We'll shut them up if we just do that. And what did the police do? Not a damn thing. The police aren't doing anything for any of us.
Do you want to go out and try and change hearts and minds? Do you want to affect the country? Do you want to have an impact? Do you want to enough to not leave your children fatherless? How much do you want to express that people should have the right to free speech? How much do you want to? Because you just may get shot. You know what else? It's not.
Yeah.
I hate to speak this, but you think this stops here?
No, it doesn't. It keeps going.
Do you think this stops here? I see people online saying, "Oh, I wish the bullet a happy day." Shit like that. You think this stops here?
No, it don't.
It's very clear that this is what, and not only is it a clear sign of what's to come, the response makes it even clearer.
Yeah.
Because the response is both sides, man. Tell you what.
It ain't both sides, man. It's your side, man.
When you can unring the bell of calling us and Charlie Kirk, calling everyone on this side of the political spectrum a Nazi, a fascist, a racist, a transphobe, a homophobe, a threat to democracy, the biggest domestic terror threat that exists, white, straight, conservative males.
Oh, shit. Preach
Until
it, brother.
you can unring that bell, there's no calming it down.
There's not.
There's no, let's let these temperatures simmer.
No.
Because the bullets
I've already flown.
were fired on your command.
Yeah.
Not ours. On your command. So until you unring that bell, I say supreme, unfettered aggressivity.
Yeah.
The only language that these people, meaning radical leftists and, yeah, a lot of the media speak, is fear and violence.
Yep.
That's the only language they speak. We don't burn down cities.
Nope.
And of course we shouldn't start. Let's let temperatures cool? No.
No.
No, because if we all do that,
then
you get away with it.
And then Charlie Kirk's murder meant nothing. Nothing. You leftists put Charlie Kirk in the ground up in the anacles of fucking Martin Luther King is what you piece of shits have just done. Some of you may not like it that watch this later down the road. I don't care. Martin Luther King was assassinated and there were riots. LA riots were started because of a king getting his ass beat by the police. The George Floyd riots was because the cops kneeled on his neck while he was overdosing on fucking opioids, drugs, little pouches, little balloons of coke that he swallowed. So yeah, no, fuck that noise. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm going to be going into my city and live streaming tomorrow.
God forbid those. I don't even want to say. Charlie, at best, a life-altering injury, and you say, yeah, but then afterwards we realized.
Yeah.
No, you knew
that
before.
Noise. Yep.
You know now, and now so do we. And it is going to be painful, and it should be for the people who put us in this place.
Yep. Because now, you guys have now, since you've hit the first letter, you guys have now put the target on all of your political leaders. We got going here video of them arresting Charlie Kirk's shooter. That's an old man. That's not his shooter, man. It's not the shooter. They let the shooter go. He was born in 93, dude. That was my nephew was born in 95, so yeah. He's older than my nephew. No more half measures. David Center, Carlo. Who's Lender, Lost Boys, parody project. I can't tell if that's meant for I don't know. I don't know what that means. No more half measures. From David Santana Carla. Is that like saying just keep going or measures? Well, I don't get that. I don't get it. Let's see here.
After being
this is Dr.
shot
Phil
at an event at Utah Valley University. I reported earlier that he had been struck by one shot at this event while he was taking questions from students, apparently shot in the neck and taken immediately to a hospital where life-saving efforts were made, but sadly, my friend and colleague, father and husband, 31-year-old Charlie Kirk, has passed away at the hands of a shooter. He has been pronounced dead in Utah. Charlie Kirk, 31 years of age, has been pronounced dead. I can barely believe I'm saying these words. If you're wondering how this happened, Charlie was reportedly doing what he does.
Yeah.
Letting people speak, letting people ask questions at this event where many were trying to keep him from coming and sharing. A report from former Representative Jason Chavetz a Utah Republican who was on site with his family, reports that Charlie was answering a question. Second question. First question was something about religion. Second question, he said he was answering a question about transgender shooters when the single shot rang out.
Wouldn't it be just ironic if a transgender shooter took the shot? Wouldn't it be ironic?
Here's my synopsis of what just happened to Charlie Kirk. I'm telling you right now, liberal influencers and liberals and I can't even talk right now. I'm so fucking pissed. Y'all are fucking terrorists. Liberals are the fucking terrorists of the fucking planet.
That's
Y'all
right.
are the ones who are creating all this fucking bullshit and all this crime. I don't give a fuck who fucking hears me. Y'all fucking liberal content creators that are paid by the fucking liberal DNC, and y'all liberal content creators that fucking incite violence and all this bullshit, y'all are terrorists, because none of us have ever and will ever go up there while one of your fucking little influencers are talking and shoot them in the fucking neck.
I don't know, man. I don't know. They drew the first blood, so there's probably someone out there that's probably going to do it. Or it could be a leftist that goes and does it and claims to be a Republican. You know that's exactly probably what's going to happen. But I do know this. Now that this has happened, it's about time that everybody starts staying on guard.
But guess what? Bet. This is what you fucking do. This is what you do. For people that have free think and free speech, you go and fucking shoot somebody in the fucking neck because you can't handle your little fucking feelings.
Yeah.
Bet.
Bet.
Ooh, I'm so fucking hot right now. I'm so hot because it's all fucking Democrat bullshit that's so fucking violent and nasty. Y'all are fucking nasty.
It hasn't fully sunk in.
And this, I'm in the gym right now, and this is what comes across my news feed. And I'd just like to say, prayers for Charlie Kirk and his family, and Democrats, woke people, and liberals, fuck you.
Yes, fuck you.
I'm in the gym right now.
Fuck the Democrat Party.
Got shot.
America, we gotta heal.
There's no healing right now, bud. There is no healing right now. I don't want to hear that. America, we need to stay calm. I'll hear that. But healing, you just killed somebody that did a lot of speaks and a lot of spokes and has been doing really good for about 7 to 8 years, and then you just murdered him. This was 9 hours ago. This is America, dude. This is 9 hours ago.
Get away! Give me my money! Give me my motherfucking money! Give me my money!
That's America right now, everybody. That's America.
Give me my money. Black man. Hey, the police are coming.
Look at him run. Look at him run. A fucking Democrat, dude. Look at him run. Another blackie. And I blame everyone on there too, man, because ain't no one did nothing.
And the aftermath of the shooting, you could see people running away pretty quickly, as you would imagine they would do at gunshots. The FBI director, Kash Patel.
Yeah, so you shoot our people, and you do this. You're doing this in a fucking church, dude. This is what I was talking about earlier when I first started the stream. You put in your gay people to take over the churches and shit, and then this is what you get. That's Lady Gaga. You're not a church, you're a cult. I don't even know if that's kids. I think that's just old ladies. Stop what you are doing and pray for Charlie Kirk. Please, God, we need him to be alive. Please, Jesus. Nah, I hate to break it to you, but Jesus is taking Charlie Kirk. He's with him. He's not with us no more. He's in a better place. He took a bullet, so all of us, the American people, will wake the fuck up. And y'all need to wake the fuck up.
One thing straight. They didn't murder Charlie Kirk because he was an extremist or a fascist or a threat to democracy or inciting violence or any of the other reasons that they're now trying to put out on X and TikTok and everywhere else.
Yeah.
They murdered him because he was effective. He was effective. The man made incredible arguments while at the same time always trying to seek out common humanity. He might have disagreed with arguments, but he didn't hate anyone. And they murdered him. That's what happened.
That's right.
Let's get one thing straight.
That's right. This fucking clown. MSNBC is now blaming Charlie Kirk for being shot. You can't stop with these awful thoughts you have and then say these awful words and then not expect awful actions to take place. What a disgusting thing to say. Well, maybe this guy right here needs to be canceled like a motherfucker. In America, a legendary voice. Yeah. Just a lot of comments on that front.
Just about to record my show for tonight. When I looked through the glass of my studio, my wife was standing there, and her face
You got this, Glenn. You got this, my dude.
spoke volumes to me, and I said, "Stop. Let's wait. I need to talk to my wife." My wife.
One thing, talk radio hosts for the Republican side are going to need to understand. One thing is Charlie Kirk is jumped ahead of all of us, jumped ahead of all of you, because he took the bullet for the nation and what's to come. And what's to come, hopefully, is greatness. But at the same time, people on the opposite side of the spectrum that are losing their power right now are fighting on the death throes of what they're doing, and they need to be thrown back into that corner.
My wife was on her phone with my daughter and my son, who were at a Charlie Kirk event today. And I have just received news that I'm not even going to repeat because I don't have it. Confirmed. We will confirm what's going on. And when we have solid information, we will bring it to you, and we will be live tonight at 9 with all of the information that you need to know.
I feel him, man. I feel him. I think once I've calmed down my nerves and my blood pressure and and I start to think, I'm pretty sure I will shed some tears for Charlie Kirk. Right now, I'm shedding out just months, years of frustration and anger that is popping out of me right now. And I know, as a follower of Christ and someone that, wants to do good, it doesn't help to be this angry. But I hope to God that it's righteous anger, because at that point I don't know what righteous anger is. But yeah.
Please pray for my dear friend Charlie and his family and our republic. Lord,
I got you, brother.
we have been so arrogant as a people. We have been so distracted. But we would ask, Lord, that you would watch over Charlie and all those involved. That you would soften our hearts, that we might find forgiveness. Strength and courage. God, only you can save our republic. In the name of Jesus, we pray.
Amen.
We'll have more tonight at 9.
This is Charlie Kirk and the family. To the leftists out there, the ones that support the Democrat Party and everyone else that hates America, this is what you took. This is what you took from us. I need this emotional stuff, dude, because as a man, dude, it's really hard for me to cry. This is what you fuckers did. These kids will never see their dad again. Never. I'm gonna play it again. I played his death so many times in the beginning of this. This is from Liberal Hive Mind.
It's just.
This is Owen Schroyer, the one that started his bullshit with InfoWars. Yeah. So here we go. Let's see what he's got to say.
Past 2:00 Central here, and the news of Charlie Kirk getting shot at a campus event is just starting to hit the airwaves, and I'm at a loss. And I think just like a lot of young girls, a lot of women that watched the murder on the train with that viral story, the young Ukrainian girl here fleeing a war-torn country, seeking asylum in America, a war refugee, ends up getting killed on our streets, and how that affected a lot of young women and those images. And now today with Charlie, I'm shook. There's no other way to put it, folks. Because you have to understand,
I agree,
how risky it is to be a conservative in public. You have to understand how risky it is to have a conservative event in public. I don't know too much about the preparation that Charlie has to go through for these events. I can imagine it is rigorous and the security is rigorous, and still this happens. I'm just, when you see that moment when he gets struck, it's like it hit all of us. I am heartbroken for Charlie and his family. You can disagree with Charlie's politics as much as you want. He's a political commentator. That's what he is. He's a father and he's a husband. He does not deserve violence against him. And yet, why? Because the same why that we've been dealing with in this country for decades. The Democrat Party is the largest terrorist organization in this country. It is a terrorist organization. It is filled with violent actors. We've been seeing it for years. We've been seeing them burning our streets, attacking our police officers, attacking conservatives, Republicans, our president, and we still put up with it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
The last 10 days are a not so subtle reminder of our real problems. We have violent criminals running around in our streets that can stab a young girl on a train to death. And we have judges and prosecutors that continue to release them on the street. That's our problem. We have violent leftists, liberal, progressive, Democrat terrorists that stalk conservative events and stalk conservatives and dox them and try to kill them. These are our problems. We have a broken country. And you wonder why people are so sick and damn tired of hearing about a foreign nation.
Right.
You wonder why Americans are so sick and damn tired of funding foreign countries.
Don't give a shit about Ukraine and Russia. I don't give a fuck about them. They're not my problem. We have our own shit to deal with in this country and ain't nothing getting done.
And they're wars. We have our own problems. Innocent Americans are getting killed in the damn streets every day, and I have to hear about some stupid foreign country and some stupid foreign war. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it, man. I hope Charlie survives this, folks. It does not look good. My God.
I hope he comes
Gut-wrenching,
back, but
heart-stopping. I can't imagine what his family is going through. The people at Turning Point USA, all the great people over there. Unbelievable stuff. Folks, America has to heal. America has to come together and has to heal. If this isn't the wake-up call that you've been needing, I don't know what is, folks. Our country is sick. Our country is sick. Our people are sick. A school shooting, clearly with motives. A stabbing on a train, clearly.
they didn't. It wasn't the old man. They just announced they haven't got the shooter. It was a sniper. I'm live, but it was a sniper. I don't know where he was. They haven't caught the guy. Utah's police department is a bunch of bitches, and they basically let the dude go.
They're gonna let him go. They're gonna find the dude.
They haven't found him. You're right. There's no ups. I'm on Twitter right now. I'm live. I'm been going through all kinds of clips, dude. They haven't caught anybody. Nobody.
You know what the leftists are saying? They're saying good.
Exactly, and that's the shameful part, dude. That's the bullshit of this country.
What are we gonna do? What is this side gonna do? Not a goddamn thing.
Of course not. This is.
We won't kill. We won't shoot Destiny. We won't shoot fucking that other fat guy on TYT. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Nah, man, because we're supposed to take the high road. Well, we the whole reason we got our independence was because of the shot that was heard around the world. This was the shot that was heard around the fucking world. Now it's time to see what's gonna happen after this. They rioted for George fucking Floyd, the balloon boy that had the balloons of coke in his stomach. You know, this is bullshit, dude. This is horrific for us to have to sit here and I was doing like some work and my computer beeped, so I went over to look and I saw an article from Infowars.
The video just showed he was up close and he put the mic down and just gunshot right to the neck.
Yeah.
Now, and then he just drops over.
Yeah. No. I had to play it a few times.
Because I saw it right there. I looked at it. I looked at X because they let you see it at the beginning, but they pulled it. We saw it.
Yeah. No, I believe right now, I know that I can see myself on YouTube, but I've been dead for like 2 hours on YouTube, so they've already banned my stream on YouTube. Kick, I've been kicking in from like up to 5 to 10 to 1. I think I got 2 on Kick right now. I got a lot of people hitting me up saying, "Hey, join this, join that," and it's like, you do it. But nah, dude, this.
Because I'll tell you what, my neighbor at the smoke shop, the tattoo guy, I didn't even know he was political, but he knew about Charlie Kirk. So that might be a shot heard around the world.
That's what I'm saying. It's the shot, bruh.
It might be war. You might see a bunch of liberals getting capped.
And you know what? It couldn't happen to a better bunch of people.
Oh, I'm telling you, dude. But I wish Charlie Kirk didn't die. Why do you have to get shot? It could have been like in an arm or something. Why get shot in the neck, in the chest? Homeboy said. I only saw the neck shot. And I only heard one bullet. I only heard one bullet. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was only one. It was only one.
He got shot. You think this fucker was a fucking soldier at some point? Yeah, that was a good shot. A liberal.
No, I bet it's probably gonna be a transgender that was kicked out of the military that thinks it's a cat.
He talks about that all the time. He bombs on. I like that he does it, but he talks saying that they shouldn't exist. There's something wrong with them. There's something twisted. And he pissed somebody off. They're like, well, nothing's wrong with me, but I guess there is. Tell me you killed him. You killed my dude. Yeah. Everyone's got to be in fucking bulletproof glasses still there.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. Like I said, I'm live, so I have to let you guys talk. I can't just interrupt.
No, I wanted to see if Carrie was there. Carrie's on the phone too. Yeah, she's very upset because that was one of her favorite speakers.
Yeah, well, I found out because
all those other ones better fucking wise up. Bulletproof glasses, dude. Like, you have nuts in colleges right now. They're been indoctrinated.
Exactly.
By Biden's bitch ass, by Obama's bitch ass, and by the school district.
Exactly.
They've been indoctrinated, dude. This is the time. This is the time. This is the time. Fucking nuts.
Yeah, no, this is this is one of those times, dude, where the left is sitting back chilling, waiting to see, because that Podesta said that if Trump got in again, that he was going to do his best to start a civil war. And so now that they did this, they couldn't get Trump. Now they got Charlie. So now the left is sitting back to see what the right's going to do and see, I would say get out there and protest, man. I'd say get out there and just get shit done. It's over.
Shit. Did you see the footage where they didn't pull it yet?
No, I bought the footage on my live stream, dude. It's on Infowars.
Oh, wow.
The live footage is on Infowars. Infowars doesn't censor anything. It physically shows everything that happened.
View of that. That was a lot of blood just spewing out, and then fucking him scrunching up.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, it was horrific. It was horrific, dude. And it's not it's not cool. I mean, I got so much anger,
They just made a martyr.
They did. Charlie Cook just basically has joined the ranks of Jesus Christ, Martin Luther King, and fucking John F. Kennedy, whatever. Anybody that's been assassinated for their views, they have just joined. He has just joined their ranks.
Not gonna be forgotten. Holy shit. Alright, well, I was talking to my mom, so.
Oh, well, no, that's fine. Just stay on the phone.
Stay on the phone? Alright.
Yeah, hand the phone over. I've basically just been scrolling through Twitter right now, looking at what everybody's saying. Tim Pool's already said, Tim Pool said CNN made an announcement that Charlie Cook has been passed away. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not seeing anything like his wife coming out saying that Charlie's passed, or let me see if I could look up Team USA.
Well, no, we just heard what those people said. You sure?
Yeah. Well, no, I did a little stream with streaming.
Well, for an artery, I mean, I guess they, I mean, that's a big artery. Maybe if they get blood pumping in his brain again. Yeah. If he got immediate medical attention, like right then and there, they had doctors there.
Yeah.
They brought him to the hospital inside the college. Reconnected his arteries? Well, no, they would have probably clipped it to stop the bleeding. For that, yeah, something.
They
He walked away. He's dead. Yeah, there's no way he's surviving that. That was a good shot.
Well, I wouldn't say that, dude. That's just that was a
At first, I thought it was a beanbag. I thought somebody shot a beanbag because his chest bulged, right? And then the camera just jumped away, and I was like, "Oh, I'm on YouTube."
Yeah, it's like I said, it's still on X. It's if you go to the Alex Jones channel, it shows it. He posted it 2 hours ago. It's on repeat. Well, it needs to be, because fucking, these people
No, I said what Alex Jones said about it.
Alex Jones is pretty pissed, but if you go on to to X or go on to Infowars, you'll see it. The War Room is live right now. It's a conservative icon, Charlie Kirk, in critical condition after a shot in the neck during Utah. So give me a sec.
But now you're taking this and you're back to being normal, or what's your level at right now? Okay.
No. At least to me, is you're able.
After school board members and parents who are speaking out.
All right, yeah. So those that are watching, this is an update of Charlie Kirk on Infowars, and it's actually a press conference.
Now, back to our program.
Hey, Chase, good to talk to you again. I wanted to do a quick plug on the methylene blue, on the long-term effects that it had on me. Back in 2020, I got COVID. My brother and my dad both have eczema. After I got COVID, it must have, it opened that dormant cell in my body or whatever. So I've been dealing with eczema ever since 2020. And the long-term effects, the methylene blue, 99% gone.
That's absolutely incredible. I'm so happy. Have your relatives tried it too to see the same effect?
I have been trying to get my brother to take it, and he's skeptical. But I'll tell you what, I got 4 bottles sitting on my table. I think I'm just going to give him one. And I think if I just give it to him, I think he'll eventually try it.
Yeah, that's a good move.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Hello, everyone. I'm Bo Mason, Commissioner for the Utah Department of Public Safety. Today at approximately 12:20 Mountain Standard Time, political influencer Charlie Kirk was shot in an event at the Utah Valley University. He was taken by private vehicle to Timpanogos Hospital, where he later passed. The Utah Department of Public Safety will be co-leading this criminal investigation.
Just in case this dude decides to say that he hasn't caught the shooter yet, I just want to say that this is what you get when you don't allow the American citizens to carry their guns at all times, as the Second Amendment dictates. I will throw out a cry yet again. Every American should start carrying their gun, regardless if you have their gun license or not. And when you see the police department walk up to somebody to check their ID, that they have the right paperwork to own said gun, every American citizen should walk around that police officer and inform him to walk away. Get the fuck on. You are not here to protect us. You are simply a revenue collector, and that is it. We will no longer put our lives in the hands of Democrats or Republicans that run our cities into the ground and give illegals the rights to come in and run our people down with trucks and diesels and everything else out there. And for those out there that say that, well, if you can't have a gun, you do not need a gun. Well, guess what? Those that don't and are not allowed to have guns already have said guns. And you fluffy little people out there that possibly pulled the trigger on Charlie Kirk, you're the reasons that I'm saying that everyone in America needs to start carrying. When gunman starts, all you got to do is pull the gun out and point it. It's not that hard, people.
To find this killer, along with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We are working in unison with the County Sheriff's Office, the local police department, and the University Police Department, all of which have been very cooperative and fully engaged in this process. Shortly after the shooting, we did have a suspect in custody, George Zinn, but he was released from custody after we identified that he did not match the shooting suspect and was not an accurate person of interest. However, he has been booked into the county jail by Utah Valley University Police Department for obstruction of justice. We do still have an active investigation for the person of interest. This incident occurred with a large crowd around. There was one shot fired and one victim. While the suspect is at large, we believe this was a targeted attack towards one individual. This is a tragic moment in our state and in our country. As we heal, we encourage everyone who is struggling with news of the incident to call 988, our state mental health crisis line. In addition to that, our partners with the FBI will also be
You hear that, everybody? You hear that? They want you to call it crisis hotline because you're scared. You need the helps. You need the helps, everyone. You just watched a man get murdered on national TV everywhere around the world, and you need psychological help because they don't want the riots. They should have did their job and actually protected the area like they were supposed to do, and so on and so forth, because I bet you after this you're not going to really see that many conservatives out there talking.
Discussing other ways we can communicate through the public for tips and other information. Thank you.
And I'm also going to throw it out there that I highly doubt, I bet you it was a Democrat pretending to be an officer of the law that did the shooting. I'm pretty sure it was an officer of the law that did the shooting. Why have they not caught the dude yet?
Good afternoon.
Corrupt ass.
On behalf of the FBI, we extend our sincerest condolences to the family and friends of Charlie Kirk. Our thoughts are also with the people who witnessed this traumatic event. We know that what you experienced was very difficult. Our thoughts are with you as well. As soon as we heard about the shooting, special agents and personnel from the Salt Lake Field Office responded immediately. We have full resources.
My brother is saying that Venezuela did it over a boat.
Devoted to this investigation, including tactical, operational, investigative, and intelligence. To be clear, the FBI will fully support and co-lead this investigation alongside with our partners. We are working on setting up a digital media tip line, and as soon as it's established, we'll get that information out to everyone. I know there's a lot of questions. This is very much an active case, and this investigation is in its early stages. We are following all the leads and all the evidence. If anyone has any information, please report it to the FBI or local law enforcement. Thank you. On behalf of President Tuminez, who we've been communicating with, and she's on her way back right now, I say that on behalf of Utah Valley University, we are shocked and saddened by the tragic passing of Charlie Kirk. We express our sincere condolences to the Kirk family. We grieve with our students, faculty, and staff who bore witness to this unspeakable tragedy. He was invited by the student group Turning Point USA to speak on our campus. We firmly believe that UVU is a place to share ideas and to debate openly and respectfully. Any attempt to infringe on those rights has no place here. We do not condone any form of violence at UVU and seek to make our campus a safe place for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this dark and tragic occasion. I want to thank our law enforcement officers who are leading this investigation, starting with Chief Long and his response here with the UVU Police Department. We're grateful for your leadership and your team. And again, to the speakers that you've just heard from who are co-leading this investigation. I also want to recognize Sheriff Mike Smith, who has been an invaluable partner as this investigation.
What do you guys think? You guys believe them? Do you think they did all they could? All I'm hearing is just to let y'all know, we let the guy go. He got away. He's not in custody. We wanted to let everybody know that we caught ourselves an old man with no guns that was probably freaking out because Charlie was shot. And in the process of allowing everybody to run amok to get away from the shooting, we let the shooter go.
Moves forward. I've been in touch with President Trump, with FBI Director Kash Patel. We are completely aligned with our state and federal partners as we work through this case. Now, this is a dark day for our state. It's a tragic day for our nation. I want to be very clear that this is a political assassination. We are celebrating 250 years.
I think that's wrong words to say. Start off with, this is a political assassination, and then start off, we are celebrating 250 years. You're absolutely right. This is a political assassination, but this was brought on because you guys in the government, in the law enforcement, and everything else, you guys allow all these people to do these things. And then when you arrest them, you let them go because your DAs won't hold them accountable. But when you get the people on the right, you guys throw the book and hold everybody accountable. But we're not out there shooting anyone.
Of the founding of this great nation. That founding document, the Declaration of Independence, that this great experiment on which we embarked.
All I want to hear, brother, is every American needs to carry a gun. That's it. Second Amendment is there for everyone to carry a gun, regardless of their creed or whatever. As long as they're American citizens, that right goes to them. Every single American needs to carry guns.
Together 250 years ago. that we are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights. The first one of those is life. And today, a life was taken. Charlie Kirk was first and foremost a husband and a dad to 2 young children. He was also very much politically involved, and that's why he was here on campus. Charlie believed in the power of free speech and debate to shape ideas and to persuade people. Historically, our university campuses in this nation and here in the state of Utah have been the place where truth and ideas are formulated and debated. And that's what he does. He comes on college campuses and he debates. That is foundational to the formation of our country, to our most basic constitutional rights. And when someone takes the life of a person because of their ideas or their ideals, then that very constitutional foundation is threatened. Now, we have a person of interest in custody. The investigation is ongoing. But I want to make it crystal clear right now.
Fuck that. Who's the person of interest? We all know that it wasn't the old man that you guys were dragging out. Who the fuck's the person of interest? Get it out, dude. Get it out.
To whoever did this, we will find you.
No, you won't. It's one of you.
We will
because you let him go.
Try you. And we will hold you accountable to the furthest extent of the law. And I just want to remind people that we still have the death penalty here in the state of Utah.
You're right. We do still have the death penalty in Utah. But guess what? If you ain't got the actual person, I highly doubt you're going to get him.
Our nation is broken. We've had political assassinations recently in Minnesota. We had an attempted assassination on the governor of Pennsylvania. And we had an attempted assassination on a presidential candidate and former president of the United States, and now current president of the United States.
Oh, I was waiting to see who's going to correct that.
Nothing I say can unite us as a country.
Nope.
Nothing I can say right now can fix what is broken.
Nope.
Nothing I can say can bring back Charlie Kirk.
Nope.
Our hearts are broken. We mourn.
But you can actually go out there and start canvassing the airports. You can start closing off all highways from, I would say, good 500 miles away, every fucking road. Yeah, I think that would be a good start.
With his wife, his children, his family, his friends, we mourn as a nation. If anyone in the sound of my voice celebrated even a little bit at the news of this shooting, I would beg you to look in the mirror.
Yeah, you're the evil fuckers.
And to see if you can find a better angel in there somewhere.
They're dead inside.
I don't care what his politics are. I care that he was an American. We desperately need our country. We desperately need leaders in our country. But more than the leaders...
No, we need leaders that are going to stop trying to put every American against each other. That's the type of leader we need.
We just need every single person in this country
to
think about where we are and where we want to be. To ask ourselves, is this it? Is this what 250 years has wrought on us? pray that that's not the case. I pray that those who hated what Charlie Kirk stood for will put down their social media and their pens and pray for his family, and that all of us will try to find a way to stop hating our fellow Americans. With that, we're happy to take a few questions.
The FBI director is posting that a suspect is in custody. I would just like clarification. Do you or do you not have a suspected shooter in custody?
We have a person of interest in custody that is being interviewed right now.
That is not George Zinn.
That is not George Zinn. That is
Yeah.
correct.
It is not the old man they drug out.
Apparently, they've got someone else other than George Zinn, the old man that was being carried out with his pants down around his ankles. So this is interesting. I trust the governor's intent.
Yeah.
I would trust the Utah EPS. I don't trust the FBI.
I don't
because
trust
the
any of
FBI
them.
is still, like Ivan was saying, it's completely full of traitors.
Cox is a land whore that wants to steal your land and steal all your water rights and everything else. And anybody... we'll just get back to it.
That have not yet been purged out of the federal law enforcement. Do not trust the feds at all. Go ahead.
Can you guys talk about the possible shooter?
Do you want to talk about what we know there?
Yeah. The only information we have on the suspect, the possible shooter, is taken from closed circuit TV here on campus. We do have that. We're analyzing it, but it is security camera footage, so you can kind of guess what the quality of that is. But we do know dressed in all dark clothing, but we don't have a much better description other than that.
Where did the shot came from?
The shot came from here on campus, from a location at a fair, potentially from a roof, yes. A longer distance shot from a roof.
So to clarify, with the security camera footage you have and the person of interest that's in custody, does that match up?
That's what we're trying to decipher right now.
So did FBI or DHS have anything on the threat board this morning?
I can't speak.
I'll just say that the investigation's ongoing, and as soon as we have further information, we will be sure to release it.
Any
No, you won't.
foreign intelligence involvement?
As of now, I can't comment on any of that.
Can you talk a little about the security of the event itself? Who was there security-wise, and what happens on these kind of events?
So my name is Jeff Long. I'm the police chief here at UVU, and I'll tell you right now, we're devastated. We're a small police department. We have a very large campus. We have over 40,000 students, and we love our students. We love our visitors, and we're devastated by what happened today. This is the police chief's nightmare. I'm very saddened for the Kirk family. I know his wife and parents found out about this. You know, obviously he's away from home. He's here in Utah. They find out by a police officer that visits their home. That's tragic. Nobody wants that. But I can tell you about our venue today. This was an open venue. This was outside. We did have 6 officers working that event. We had probably over 3,000 people that were in attendance. It sat down in kind of a bowl area here on the central campus. We have a waterfall area. And so he was kind of in a lower area, surrounded by buildings. You know, we had some plainclothes police officers that were in the crowd as well. You know, we train for these things, and you think you have things covered, and you know, these things, you know, unfortunately, they happen. You try to get your bases covered, and unfortunately today we didn't. And because of that, we had this tragic incident. So we did have officers there. We had Charlie Kirk's team. He has a security team that travels with him, and they were here with him when he was shot.
Was the gun recovered?
I'm sorry, see?
Was the weapon recovered?
At this point, I can't disclose that.
Who made the arrest?
There was a question being asked about mass shooting. Was that person apprehended? And do you know who asked the question?
Say the question again. I don't know if I understand what you're saying.
When Charlie Kirk was shot, he was answering a question about mass shootings specifically. Was that person apprehended, and do you know who asked that question?
I do not. We do not have that at this moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have time for just one more question, so thank you.
Yeah, a question for the chief as well. Was it your team or Kirk's team, or a combination of both, that kind of set the security protocol for the event?
So we work together. You know, he has his team, and they do this all over the country. We all know that. This is not uncommon for them. They're very comfortable on campuses, and I was coordinating with his lead security guy, and so yeah, we were working together.
Was this a sharpshooter type shot? Was this a
Ladies and gentlemen, those are all the questions that will be answered today. Again, thank you for covering this. We will be updating you as soon as we have additional information through normal channels, working with law enforcement. Again, our deepest
so no one was
condolences.
covering the rooftops. That's what's obvious out of this press conference, is that nobody even thought about covering the rooftops. I just find that inexcusable in the wake of everything that's happened in this country, and especially in the wake of Butler. What do you think, Ivan?
I mean, I understand that point, but this is not a public official. So Charlie Kirk's a private individual. And so, I mean, he decides based on finances, resourcing, et cetera, as well as, like you heard from the town and the security of the university, they only have so many resources. And so it's a question of, like, how many resources do you need to deploy if you already have somebody that's already determined that they're going to do whatever it takes to politically assassinate someone.
I'm not letting them off the hook.
Well, I think I will go live a little later today. I'm going to go do a few things. I got to put my thoughts in my head and try to get them straight. All right, everyone. Those that stayed, thank you. And those that did not, hopefully you'll stay again, like and subscribe to the Laughing Man Network. And yeah, all right. Laughing Man out.